so I have no choice but to do this all over again. Apparently, some type of mistake happened um, on my YouTube for that video. I don't know what caused it to be damaged halfway in, or maybe there was a huge bug or something in between the video. So for like a good 5 minutes after I went over again, there was like this gap in spacing. So I gotta do like the whole thing over again. But this time I'm gonna like cut it down to a certain amount within the gameplay. So I'm gonna try to see if I can incorporate New Game Plus in here. So far this game is I gotta say this all over again. The game's a 9.4 if you tally up everything. And I did go over certain things once again to make sure I was 100% clear on what I was saying. And I did see that there was possibility of something was off. So I went to check the game again and I replayed it at certain loads to see if something was off, and then I realized what that something is. And it had to do with aiming. So I wrote it down, and if I remember correctly, what I wrote. So let's see, just to make sure 100%. So I can make sure if I'm going to close this video or this game out, I need to make sure what I'm saying makes sense. I put handling has lag on character movement and animation in reaction for fight during fight. So handling lag on character movement and animation. So handling of melee, which is different from the handling of reloading the weapon. I spoke with regards to that. Um, Sometimes you could load a weapon and then all of a sudden an enemy comes behind you and then you try to cancel out the load. It works the same for the melee weapon. So that's one of the things I realized I was missing as well. When it comes to the lag on the weapon, which is also a lag on loading. Now, technically they're not the same. Using a gun and stop using the gun and stop loading the gun is not the same as time to react to a move using your melee. And this is not associated with the gun. This is time to react to melee in association with movement. For instance, if I'm making a 180 turn in an arc and the enemy is right in front of me and the enemy is right behind me, I cannot react in time with the parry for the melee for the enemies behind me and spin around in time for the enemies in front of me. So because of that lag, that's an issue. Um, the game doesn't give you that. It just throws you into the mix, and I guess based on your movement, you'll be able to dodge it. So that's one of the other issues I found with regards to the game. And originally I had this as a 9.5, but now to think about it, due to that main factor, I have to knock it down to a 9.4. But it wasn't that as well to guarantee that 9.4. It's something else that I stated that I found out other than Perry. There's where was it? Oh yes, reaction speed, aiming and directing. Line of sight is still faster on the PC. So line of sight aiming is faster when you're using your controller. I mean, when you're using your PC, your mouse and your keyboard with regards to aiming and shooting enemies, moving left, right, aiming with the Leon and the gun. So that's another thing that I missed. I was considering things based on just the controller itself, which is supposed to base things on because the game is meant for to be played on a controller. But if they've incorporated the speed for something with regards to PC, or if you're able to play the game better for PC, I consider that a takeaway. That's a negative because they're supposed to adapt it to make it fast enough for those who are using controller, not to make it fast enough for those who are using PC. Now I'm not sure if that's the case, but if people are having better performance as they would in any game when you're using a PC, um, that's still old trope of them not fixing um, controllers to react fast enough or equal to that of a PC is still lagging on that point. So that's another point I took away from the game because I had much faster time aiming using a mouse and keyboard than I did aiming using a controller. And then I tested this out at my friend's house, and he was using it for controller and stuff. And then he switched to his keyboard. So I don't know. I mean, that's just a small little nitpick, and I was thinking maybe I shouldn't take a full one off for that as well. I mean, just a 1 point off for that as well. And that's why I only took the 1 point off for the handling with regards to the melee weapon, and not so much for the line of sight. That's why I only dropped it down to a 9.4. Overall, 9.4. For my personal score for this game is a 9.3, based on the fact that what I just discovered with regards to the game. And yes, there are also positive stuff such as perks. With regards to rifle, you could disable such perks from the rifle range. You attach such perks onto your caches in order to do certain things within the mission and don't do certain things within the mission based on health, based on reload speed, based on aiming, based on critical chance. These things are helpful once you attach it to your caches, which you're able to, I mean, attach it to your casing, which you're able to do in mission. Um, so that's a +1. So technically it would go back up to the 9.5. But I also realize the reaction speed with regards to aiming, the handle due to lag with the knife are two things. So even though I want to get that up to 1, I know that if I'm going to take 1 just for the handling with melee weapon, and then let's say not a full 1 for the aiming with regards to using a PC rather than using controller, let's say it's a 1.5, it would still fall into the 9.4. So I would still have to have it at like a 9.3. And I really thought about it. So, and I really want to keep it at a 9.5, but the most I could see with regards to adding even more to the 9.4 would have to do within mercenaries. But then I thought about that as well. And I already spoke on everything in mercenaries: aiming, the perks of the mercenaries, jumping over obstacles, the use of the multiplier of weapons, timing, and also reaction time, the type of enemy stats, how Krauser acts, how Leon acts, how Hunk acts. All those things were considered. So I really think about it after I made the conclusion towards the game, and I went back and I checked certain things to make sure that I'm accurate. For my personal opinion with regards to this game, it's anywhere from a 9.3 to 9.37 if you want to include those extra things from mercenaries as bonus and new game plus additional weapons. So there are about 5 additional things I found in mercenaries added to whatever else I found in mercenaries from the beginning of the game, and then about 2 additional things with regards to new game plus that I found that were actually actually also appealing, which were the new use weapons and um, costumes and stuff. So those things were also added to add flavor and enjoyment to the game. Um, but not much other. I thought there would be other modes, but there's not. So the most I see I could give this game overall, without any prejudice towards it, and also including my personal opinion into it, is a 9.4. I wanted to keep it at 9.5, but I really thought about it. It had more issues than I thought. So 9.4 is the fair overall rating for this game. And for my personal score towards it, I would say it's a 9.3. So I have to do this mission all over again. I don't want to do it, but due to that problem with regards to the last video, I have to do it over again. And I guess I could present some of those issues that I have in the mission right here in that last fight with the final boss. It should be evident within there.
Ooh, what you buying? We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. Don't get yourself killed now. Welcome. Oh, my back. You can't go wrong with that. Well then, what can I do you for? Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave.
Since this is the final stretch and me doing this all over again, might as well get rid of all these diamonds. These extras I found that I'm not going to be using. And since I don't need these keys anymore, I could get rid of those as well.
I'll buy it at a high price. Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right. Well, we've given this one all we have to give. Treat it with the respect it deserves, yeah? Will that be your pleasant travels?
So it sucks that I have to do it all over again, but whatever that bug was, I'm gonna do it all over again.
Oh, nothing but welcome. What can I interest you in? Next time, buy something, eh?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, for Christ's sake. Please do not tell me that it bugged out all the way back here. See, this is why it's important to save multiple times at different areas. I have at least a minimum of 10 save if you're trying to save space within your system. But at the same time, also remember, if you don't save enough and separate, you could go all the way back. So this is back, but not too far back.
Almost there.
Hold on. So this is back, but this is not too far back. Thank God it's not too far back. This dude and his jogging down the stairs in a heated situation. I'm glad I took a point off for that bullshit. No one in their right mind would be so casual. That's about as unrealistic as it could possibly get, jogging down the stairs. And that's another thing. Look at this shit. This guy is in a heated situation. There's missiles aiming at him, and he's in a goddamn light jog. Makes no sense at all. Like, if you see some dudes popping out of a door, would you be like just jogging out the way while people are aiming at you and shooting at you? Stupid. I'm trying to do this one fast because I already beat the game. It just sucks that I'm all the way back here. So I'm trying to do this one real fast. Don't have to, but I'll probably die a lot.
Shit, my body armor.
See what I mean? There's a guy aiming a rocket launcher at him and he's lightly dodging towards him. Like, what the fuck? That makes no goddamn sense. I think that's one of the reasons why people have this in the low 9s and 8s. Because there's some things that is just too fucking stupid. I mean, if you have this game in the 8, you're kind of a retard at the same time. Because there are too many things that are good in the game. But at the same time, this game cannot be in the high 9s. Anyone who has this game in the high 9s is probably brain dead. I think that might be actually the true reason why people have this game in the 8s. I mean, it's kind of stupid for them to put this game in the 8s. This is obviously not an 8 game. But I understand the reason, the logic behind why they would do that. This dude's movement is ridiculous in a heated situation. I said it before, the game mechanics is actually interrupting the fight mechanics. It makes no goddamn sense. Like this, him jogging now, that's 100% accurate. In a fight, if you stun an enemy and you're still jogging towards said enemy, because the game mechanic says you're supposed to be so even though you're in a fight, it's kind of retarded. Like, the time duration it would take for him to get to said enemy if he shot the enemy and they're stunned. So you have to time when you stun some enemies. But if you're surrounded by enemies, you're not going to wait. It doesn't make sense. But it's their game, so their rules. I'm a little upset at myself for having to play this all over again due to whatever mistake or bug that happened during the stream. I mean, I didn't realize there was a 5-minute lag. And I didn't realize that either, that my health was low. That one was on me.
Almost there. Ashley.
To the life of me, I don't know what the hell that bug was that screwed up that stream. Like, I went back to look at the video. I didn't know what caused it.
Shit. Sorry. Twisty son of a bitch.
Tiene sangre. 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 Sangre.
I'm trying to beat this level fast because I already did it before. And it's because I'm trying to rush towards the end. That's the reason why I'm having problems.
Almost there.
This dude is slow ass, man. I swear. This reaction time, everything about him is slow. He's literally in a heated situation and he's doing a light dodge, a light jog.
¡Cubierto! ¡Ahí está! ¡A cubierto! ¡A cubierto! ¡Vaya inútil! ¡No sirves para nada!
There you go. All right. Ashley!
You have come, my child.
What do you want?
I simply wish to share this gift with as many as possible. A humble wish, don't you think? You see, we are all connected through the holy body. And now your flesh and bones, your very thoughts, are already one with us.
Bullshit.
Why do you reject serenity when you need only accept the sacred gift? Like she did.
Sadler!
Ah, yes, the time has come for this lamb to join our covenant. Oh, blessings unto him and the sweet mercy they bring. Exalt all and let it be so.
Leon! Go!
Ashley. Ashley. Damn it. Laboratory B. Looks like it's this way. The hell? Fuck, I'm losing it.
Still you resist, child.
Enough! God damn it. This time, it has to be different.
You go first.
No way. Like I told you, I'm gonna get you home safe. Here goes nothing. Ashley.
I'm right here. I thought you were gonna die.
Okay. You did this.
Yeah. Yeah, I did this. Can you stand? Hey, we're a team, right?
Keep this up, I'll be out of a job.
So, all of this, removing the parasites, this was Luis.
Yeah, we're alive. Thanks.
Another reason why I put it down to 9.3 is that this dude Leon
I bet we
literally
could use
see her
that.
did many things in the game, and he's saying keep this up, and I'll be out of a job. She literally control a huge tractor. What was it? Wrecking ball machine. She control a wrecking ball machine. Accessing a computer in order to get a plug it out should be simple compared to learning how to operate something like that. And many other things that she did. Like the writing for the overall story is bad, but the writing for Leon's story is good. Another reason why I had to like put it back down to 9.3.
Sorry.
Like I said, we're a team.
Originally I had it at 9.5, but then I realized there's something off about the hair trigger that I would have to
Getting
depend
good
on
at that.
using a PC rather than a controller.
Right. You sure you're okay?
Never been better.
Good.
So I get it, man. I get it when people give this game a lower in the eights and stuff, but I also think it's unfair because it's obviously not a game in the eights.
Look
Obviously.
at this place. That woman who helped us. You think she's all right?
Oh, I'm sure she's fine. She's not the type to roll over that easy.
Sounds like you know her well. Thanks.
Break's over, I suppose. Welcome. Ooh, what you buying? Thank you. Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. Crossing your T's, dotting your I's, that's the way to be. See how that feels, mate. A fella like yourself should notice the difference right away. Try that on for size. See how that feels, mate. A fella like yourself should notice the difference right away. Got a selection of good things on sale, Strange. Might want to take care of any leftover errands before going this way. Be ashamed to live the rest of your life wondering, what if, am I right?
Leon, look! Is that...
Ada. Thinks he's gonna lure me out. Stay here. I won't be long.
Okay.
Ada!
rebels assemble! Besiege! Do not let them escape! Why dive further into sin?
Stay here. I won't be long.
Such blasphemous desecration! Such unforgivable heresy! Yet, is it not the sinner who is in most need of salvation? Nail him on a wall of hostile, and he shall bless you once more. With the holy. The sorrows of this world are without number. Set your heart in knows to be true. Jesus, nothing comes blind eye to their trust is created. The blood on their hands. My cup overflows! Do not disobey orders. Faithful disciples, assemble! Besiege! Do not let them escape!
Suits. You Sadler. A monster in and out. Still, I need to cut this date short. It's not me. It's you. Ada, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing personal, Leon. Luis and I had an arrangement. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it. Ride's here. You coming?
I think we both know this is where we go our separate ways.
I see. Better get a move on.
Cute.
Until next time, Leon.
Leon! Where's she going?
Who knows?
I don't understand. Why would she just...
Gotta move. Island's gonna blow.
It's gonna what?
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah. We can go home.
We're not out of here yet.
Thanks. They're not attacking. What's going on?
They're nothing now their master's gone. It's over.
sure that was insane. Mission accomplished, right?
Mission accomplished. When you're home safe.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't mention it.
You know, I could put in a word with my dad. Have you assigned to my detail, if you're interested.
You don't need me. You proved you could handle yourself. Even if you could use a lesson in knife safety. Come on. Let's go home.
Condor 1? Roost to Condor 1, do you read me? Come in. I said come in. Is this thing even on? Leon! Leon, are you and Ashley all right? Where are you? Come on!
Patch me through. I've obtained the amber.
Excellent.
Just one question. What are you planning to do with this?
We do not pay you to ask questions. All you need to know is a new dawn is breaking. 100 will give their lives so that just one may live. I am expediting that change.
So, we're talking millions of casualties.
Billions.
How ambitious. We're changing course, now.
Good work.
Okay, so the whole time I had this on, it wasn't even on. I was talking the whole goddamn time. I can't believe that. That's crazy. Sometimes you're into what you want to say, you completely forgot what you were going to say. Oh man, I'm so into the game that completely forgot that I had it in silence mode. So the game is a 9.3 from my standpoint. Overall, it's a 9.4. It's like an old Cadillac and a new Cadillac. OG RE4 was an old Cadillac. New RE4 is new RE4 remake is a new Cadillac. There's some things good about the old Cadillac, but there are lots of things wrong and it will cost more to repair with the old Cadillac. New Cadillac, less problems, which is more important to the overall audience, both those who don't care, those who care middleweight, and those who are hardcore fans care. You have to balance that logic towards all these different type of general audience. If it's not balanced to all these different type of general audience, and you only care about the specific hardcore fans, because you say, well, it's the fandom that keeps gaming alive. Majority of those tickets, majority of those money, majority of those product purchase aren't from the fans that keep it alive. It's from the general audience who play games every now and again, but not all the time. So that's why I have my score at 9.3. I can't go hardcore in this game. I have to give an honest opinion, and some certain things that were dropped down had to be dropped down. But at the same time, I had to give an overall score of me not being prejudiced towards the game and thinking outside the box. That's why I have it at an overall 9.4. So that's all I could say about this game. Um, I was looking through my notes to see if there anything else I should talk about, but there's nothing else. There's nothing else I could think of. Everything from mercenaries to in the beginning of the game to middle of the game to end of the game was just like it was in the original. Lots of things were watered down. That's why the OG is kind of better with regards to overall story and with fight mechanics. But lots of things were improved in this one in comparison to OG, such as tank controller, such as things not loading in, such as movement, and improvement with regards to I guess dueling as well as with regards to the rifle range, with regards to mercenaries, with regards to interaction with objects. So this is a good manufactured product, whereas the old one was a good manufactured product, but it has a lot of things that was going for it. So I can't I can't fault this game for any of its issues. The least I could give this game is a 9.3 because they did a good job. It's slightly above the original, 2 points above the original as an overall product. As a fun factor, is 2 points below the original. So which is the better, the OG or this one? As a better design game, it's better in all aspects. As a more fun game, it's less than the original. But 10 years down or even 5 years down the road, people are more going to deviate towards things that they can handle better rather than things that they have to fight with. Halfway through the RE4 original OG, I believe people are going to get frustrated with that game. But halfway through this game, they could deal with it and get towards the end. So that's all I could say with regards to this. Um, the product is the product as itself, from beginning, middle, and end, is better than the OG. And many things were fun. But if I'm thinking about fun factor, it's not better than the OG. It's a better made cake, more efficient cake, but it's not better than the original. But developed is better than the original. That's why I have it only 2 points above the original. Now, if the original is at a 9.5, then this will make this game 9.7, which is not good. That's why I would have to drop the original down to like a 9.2 if I'm going to keep this at a 9.4. So that's the balance scale. The OG is in the 9.5, 9.6 range with regards to overall fun factor and story and everything. But the OG game is also like at the 9.2 with regards to fight mechanics and other factors that didn't work. That this game is more superior and at a 9.4. So that's how you do the balancing act with both these games. which game would I pick most logically? Which game would the logical, random, or even casual gamer would pick? They would pick this above the original because they don't have to fight through everything like they do have to fight through it original. The worst thing in this game is the lag with regards to movement. Leon moving like molasses. That's the worst thing in this game. And some things to the side, such as watering down the fish mission, and things that were deleted. But as a overall developed game, fluid game, it's more fluid. Everything behaves more fluid. So it's slightly better than the original when it comes to fluidity. Fun factor is a different story, but fluidity and general fun factor is about the same. Specific fun factor is not the same. So yeah, Resident Evil 4 OG better than this game as a nostalgia fun factor. Resident Evil OG not better than this game as a manufactured product and specific mechanics. So it really based on what you want. Do you want something where the mechanics and everything else work? And if you want to up your difficulty, you could play higher modes in order to increase that difficulty that you don't get from the game. Because I understand the reason why they made standard feel easy. They wanted to make it so everyone could understand and get a feel for the game, but not made it too easy. So yeah, that's all I could say with regards to the game. Resident Evil 4 Remake. 9.3. Overall, 9.4. I gotta get on Warframe in about 2 hours so I could do some farming for our event. I want to play the Do Game Plus and I want to play Mercenaries, but I know I have stuff I have to do today. So I gotta cut it short for this one and proceed forward. I don't see this game. I don't see this game from a personal point of view dropping to 9.2. I just don't see it. It would have to be something very specific for me to drop it to 9.2. And I did consider everything: lighting, shadows, character movement, body animation, line of sight when, or line formation with regards to movement when turning corners, how the environment, how you move within the environment, how the character move within the environment when turning corners, speed of movement, dust, particle effect dust. There's nothing else I could possibly think of that is extremely bad. I mean, this was going for semi-realism. I believe it hit the nail on the head with semi-realism. If it wanted to go full-on realism, it would be something like Dark Pictures Anthology, where it's so realistic it almost looked eerie. Or even greater realism, it would have gone Horizon Forbidden West territory, where characters really look more real and the clothing looked more real. But I know that wasn't the investment for this. But it did hit the mark with regards to realism on loading, rifle, so on and so forth, and recoils and body movement and trees and animation and rain and these things. A lot of things were off, but I believe the smallest you could give this game, if you're being fair, is 9.3. And the most you could give this game, if you're also being fair, is 9.4 or 9.5. But I don't believe it should ever go beyond 9.5. That last bit of fumes within your tank, that's what a 9.5 is. So it literally ran out of steam at about 9.4. But you could get it to that gas station at 9.5. But it truly did end at 9.4. So yeah, that's it for this